Did it actually help a lot?
Yes, full on was like, oh, okay.
And it just instantly solved the problem. It's crazy that like there's only one take. There's only one take of podcasts. There's not two, you know? Or 20. You know, there's just one.
What about 3? You left a lot of digits
Whatever.
unanswered.
I am the digits.
Let's see if we can hear.
Can I have your digits?
Digitals?
Can I have your digits?
Dort.
What if... what if that's how you got a girl's number, though? That's so funny. Hey, girl, can I have your digits?
Hey, girl, toss me the digits.
Oh, welcome.
We're live.
We're live.
Episode 3. Welcome back.
Podcast.
I hope you made it through episode 2. We had 0 energy.
Yes.
But today we have energy drinks. That's not water. That's half of this. Boop, 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 boop.
Energy drinks.
Rain. Not a sponsor, but hopefully someday.
It's very refreshing.
Which wakes up your brain.
Oh, wait. I gotta show them. I speak with water in my mouth a lot. This isn't water. With liquid in my mouth a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just good at it, okay? Because if you put it in your cheeks,
That's something to be proud of, too.
if you put it in your cheeks, and then you talk, it's really hard. If you try it, you'll see. It's actually not easy.
Anyone can do it.
Whatever, do it.
Stuff burns, though. Let's see.
No, do it. Put it in your cheeks and talk. Almost spills instantly. You literally became a volcano for like half a second. I watched the magma just start.
It's because it turned to foam immediately. There's no more liquid.
it's just foam.
It was just a middle school science experiment.
Yeah, I can do it though. See,
My dog is biting my shoelaces right now. But
he's here at the party. You already know.
hey, Zepp. Oh, speaking of Zeppelin, I took him to Target yesterday, and we were shopping, and I got stopped by probably 20 people. Can I pet your dog? Is that a Bernese Mountain Dog? Is that a Saint Bernard? No, actually, it's an Australian Shepherd Blue Heeler mix. Oh, he's gonna be big. Yeah, he's pretty big. Look at those paws. Oh, same conversation 100 times. But,
Hey, watch your tongue, boy.
hey, buddy, why you barking?
Why you barking?
Life is good.
Bit my hand.
Jerk.
Start punching the table.
Okay, so you know how my E-boy disdain saga continues. We go deeper. We make contact this week.
Oh, really? Did
Yeah.
you? Okay, go on.
So a pack of E-boys was in Target, and I was checking out. I was like, all the stuff was on the belt, and the girl was like bagging everything. And one guy was like, "Hey, can I pet your dog?" And I said, "Of course." And he came over and I said, "I like your tenacity." And then,
like
but you
your
know for a
tenacity.
fact, there were about 7 guys. Every single one of them was wearing 3 or all of these things: a beanie, jeans that were cut at the bottom, Vans, a band T-shirt, or like a hot sauce was on it, graphic tee, but with like a striped T-shirt or long sleeve underneath their
yes,
like
yes,
the
yes.
stretchy guy from Sky High. Either feather or cross earrings. Is he just ripping you right now?
Yeah, he's just ripping
Right.
into me. But go on, please,
So
continue.
either feather or cross earrings,
Uh-huh.
right?
Feather earrings.
And a fanny pack going across their body. And bracelets and rings to accessorize. And some necklaces. So you know they're my people.
Absolutely your crowd. That's
And-
hilarious.
And then one of them goes, "I bet you $100 his name is Cooper." And I said, "I'm not basic. His name is not Cooper. His name is Zeppelin." And he goes, "Is that a place in Germany?" And I...
No. Really?
So he might be smart, and it might be a place in Germany, but the fact that he does not know that it's Led Zeppelin. His youth brain says, "Oh, is that somewhere in Germany?" My gosh.
Hey, absolutely mauled by your dog. Again, you guys did not see that, but he just threw the toy for him, and it just hit my leg and didn't do anything. It went nowhere.
We're off to a great start, but there's one person to blame. E-boys.
E-boys.
My gosh.
Agreed. That's actually so funny. Feather earrings, or what was the other one?
Cross. Dangly cross
the dangly feathers. Cross or feather.
Fanny pack worn this way. Mm-hmm. And then one of them just like grabbed a candy and said, "Hey, you should buy me this." And I said, "You should buy me this." And he goes, "Whoa, that was actually a good response."
He said nothing, and then he goes, "Oh, you're a genius."
And then I turned to the cashier, and she was like 20, and she was like, "Did you really not know who Led Zeppelin was?" And I go, "Youths." And we laughed with our eyes because masks.
Because masks, yeah, you can't tell if someone's laughing.
You know what's weird? I realized doing Shipped all this time, or meeting like a lot of people at these stores, we've never seen their mouths.
Whoa, true, because you started during the pandemic, and I started during the pandemic, so...
We have a whole group of people that we know their names and
I know that, and I can assume, I think I know what their mouth would look like.
What if they just got some snaggletooths?
What if they're just, and they're just like literally ogres? Hey.
Oh my gosh. After all this time?
What if the masks are also just like voice like
alterers?
Yeah, they actually don't even sound like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, Zep, you want to pipe down, bro?
Zeppelin, come here. Come here. You were asleep. You were asleep 1 second ago.
He was asleep.
Here, pick him up.
Oh, okay.
Bring him in here. He wants in.
You want in, bro?
Get on over.
You take your boy.
You're our mascot for this, so.
Yeah, you guys gotta watch him grow up.
What's new with you? How's your... So I just picked up Zach from the airport, and I said, let's do a podcast. So we're doing a podcast.
Well, okay, one thing you said, you were talking about Zeppelin. And it reminded me of a different thing, because you were talking about the E-Boys. And I was thinking, when we were on our way back, and we saw the Goodyear blimp, we just see it flying over L.A., and I was like, in my head, I was like, we should shoot it down, because this year was not a good year.
No, it wasn't.
Full Hindenburg.
Oh my gosh. Like Zeppelin.
Yeah, like a Zeppelin.
Oh, but we see parachutes, and they made it out safe. The blimp, however,
didn't do so hot.
Cigar.
It did very hot, actually.
Real fast.
Yeah, you guys fill it with the right chemicals. Yeah, I feel like I have so much energy, like, filling my soul right now. Oh my god. I'm just, like, getting absolutely overloaded with power right now.
It's 300 milligrams of caffeine divided into 2. That's 150 each.
Huh?
Are you kidding me? Where's he at?
Get off my dang... I'm gonna tuck my laces in. That's what I'm gonna tuck them in.
Tuck them in.
I'm gonna tuck my laces.
Give him the old tuck.
Give me the old tuck. So yeah. So how was your week, huh? How was Christmas?
Christmas was great.
Good old Christmas?
Yeah. It was, there was a Christmas Eve, and then there was a Christmas.
Been there.
Hey, so I loved Christmas, and then my mom, one day when I would think I was like 10, worst day of my life is when I found out that Santa wasn't real.
Oof, hopefully we got no kids in the audience.
Yeah.
Your mom told you?
Oh, yeah, because I was bawling my eyes out in my room. I remember this vividly. And crying, going, "Is it real?" And she's like crying as well. "I'm sorry, no." And I go, "You lied to me."
Really?
You lied. And I go, "What about the Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy?" And she goes, "They're not real either." Worst day of my life. And I hated Christmas from then on.
Really?
But
like
yeah.
Actually hated Christmas?
Just had no interest in it.
Oh.
It was always tainted.
That's actually really funny.
But now,
That was your trauma.
yeah, since I met
Right there.
Gabrielle, so dumb. Whatever. I like Christmas now. It's fun. And like my first Christmas as a married couple, it's like this is like it's like a little family. I have a little dog. It's a little family. It's like I'm full on gonna be the dad that goes crazy on Christmas with my kids. I know for a fact I'm gonna become a Christmas fanatic.
Yes. Me
And-
too. I think I'll be all on board with that too.
But I was not a fan.
That's so funny. I loved Christmas my entire life, even after I realized Santa wasn't real. But I discovered in a horrible way because in my 6th grade class, so I was like 11, and I sat across from this kid, Dustin, and him and I were just sitting there, in class. And then we went to...
Side note. Do you know any adults named Dustin, or they all were 11 and now they're gone?
I think the other day, for the first time in a long time, I saw his Instagram. He has a baby.
What?
He's real. He's alive still.
There was so many Dustins when I was 8, and
Yeah.
now I could not look up a single Dustin that I know.
I actually do understand what you're saying because
Wow.
I think he's the only Dustin I ever knew, actually. But like he did disappear for a long time, and then he just appeared again, and I was like, whoa. But you're right. I've never seen an adult Dustin, I don't think, in my life. Like a true adult, because he's still a kid. He's my age. We're kids.
An adult Dustin.
Bro, get off my dang shoe.
Why does he do this? Hey, Zeppelin?
I'm gonna tuck this one too. Hold on. We'll get back to my story here. Ugh. What was it going on about?
Dustin?
Dustin. Sitting across from Dustin. Oh, okay. So, I'm sitting across from Dustin, right? And my teacher, Mr. Morse, was teaching us Greek mythology. And then,
Percy Jackson.
yeah, I got those books for Christmas again because I had them, like when I was a kid, like 7th, 8th grade. And I read to the 4th book, got through part of the 5th book, and then never finished it. And then we moved and we lost the books.
I'm in that exact same boat.
Yeah, so you can finish the one if you want.
Nah,
Okay.
I don't need closure.
You prefer to just have the fantasy forever continue. I don't even remember anything. That's why I'm restarting. Because
Percy Jackson forever.
I remember the first part with the Minotaur and stuff. The very first book when they
Ah.
he goes to Camp Half-Blood or whatever.
There's like a golden fleece.
Yeah, right?
Right?
I don't know.
I think it's.
I think so. No, I think you're right.
This is a pen. You remember the movie?
Yeah.
He
Oh,
hands him a
yes.
pen. He's like, "Your weapon." He's like, "This is a pen."
And then he never acted again.
No.
No, I've seen him in something. I don't know. I don't know who he is actually, really. But
Logan Lerman?
who?
Is that him?
What?
There's about 4 guys in Hollywood that are all the same man. That are all
True.
Percy Jackson.
True, because he also looks like
Dylan O'Brien.
bread guy that throws the bread.
PETA.
Hunger
PETA
Games.
Mal-
Yes.
PETA Millard.
Whatever his name is. What's his name though? The person?
Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah, thank you. I'm smacking the wall with my chair here.
Stop that.
I know I've made so much sound that's probably gonna just blow up our little mic here, but dude, stop eating pine needles.
What a terror.
He's a little monster today. Oh my gosh. Hey, where you going? Hey, yo, hey. He's gonna pull our light down. Our whole lighting system we put up. Hey, buddy, calm down. You sit right there.
Hey, buddy, you look really sleepy. Why don't you go take a nap?
Yeah, he really.
My eyes are tired. Go take a nap, buddy.
Good night. Oh, okay. He's getting a little vocal down there. So anyway,
Dustin.
So Dustin, he's sitting across from me. I'm just going to repeat the whole story. So in my 6th grade class, I was probably 11.
Okay.
And Dustin's sitting across from me. My teacher, Mr. Morse, 6th grade, teaching about Greek mythology. So I was like, oh, cool. Like, I really like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
I was, like, super interested. And when he started the, like, topic in class, he was like, he's a cool guy. I really like this teacher, but he kind of ruined my life. Because,
Tell us about this Dustin character.
So there's this Dustin character. Boom. Super speed mode. Dustin, sit across from me, 6th grade class, Mr. Morse, cool teacher. I like him, but he did ruin my life a little bit because when I was in 6th grade, he decided to talk about Greek mythology, which we learned, and I like Percy Jackson. We already know this stuff, right? So we're talking about Percy. Good old-fashioned, not Percy, good old-fashioned Greek mythology. And then he says, Greek mythology is like Santa Claus. And I was like, what does that mean? I don't understand.
They both leave presents?
Yeah, I was like, what? They come at Christmas? But no, they don't. He was like, you know, it's like Santa Claus. It's not real.
And Zach's little 6-year-old, or 6th grade preemie brain goes,
Preemie brain. It literally spun my mind. And I was sitting across from Dustin, you know, as you know. And he looks at me. We both looked at each other and just, like, full jaw drop, like, didn't know what to do. Like, it was, like, actually him and I looked at each other, and it was funny because I think everyone else in the class, like, knew at that point, but him and I didn't. And luckily we were by each other because that moment was a real connection of just suffering and
you guys
sadness.
soul bonded over tragedy in that moment.
I was really sad. And then I went to Costco, which is where all bad things happen in my life for some reason. And Costco was awesome until I went, Mom, is Santa real?
As you're getting a sample.
Yeah, I literally was. We were standing, we were walking down like the main aisle, and then yeah, she let me know. She let me know the deets that Santa was not real.
That's tragic.
Mm-hmm. She confirmed it, you know, and it broke my little soul a little bit.
What other tragedies have happened to you at Costco?
At Costco, I got dumped over text one time at a Costco.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I was dating this girl Emma in high school.
Okay. What'd you do? Why'd you get dumped at Costco?
I don't know. I don't even remember. We were dating for like literally 2 months, I think. And then
So it was pretty serious.
oh yeah, and then yeah, she like texted me and she was like, I don't think this is right and whatever. And then I was like, oh, broken. Little sophomore boy Zach just
On your knees, sobbing.
I can't believe it. I sat on the couches that there were like the model couches that you can sit on. I sat on those.
Sad tale.
Mm-hmm. And then there was one other time that I can think of where Costco was not good for me. And it was when I ditched my track practice in high school, my junior year, to go get Wendy's with my buddy, who also ditched track practice. And what he did is like we had to drive to a different track that wasn't at my high school because my high school didn't have a track, so we had to drive to another high school. And so my buddy Adam decided not to go. He just said he was sick and like told the coaches he wasn't feeling well and left. I drove to practice and said I had to leave early to go pull weeds at home because I hadn't done it in a few days. It's a pretty dumb excuse, to be honest. Which this part was true, kinda. I wasn't technically lying that I had to pull weeds, just not then.
I gotta pull some weeds.
I gotta go, coach. I know it's like important, but
right now.
So then so I left. I went to home. I went to Wendy's, and then I got a grilled chicken go wrap. Ever got one? So good.
I've had Wendy's once in my life.
Grilled chicken go wrap is delicious. I would get it all the time in high school.
I probably will never have
It's
one.
the only thing at Wendy's I like.
Take your word for it.
You would like it.
No.
Okay. He's not lying. He will never have it now.
I will never ever. We covered this last time.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna try stuff because you tell me it's good.
Nutella. Yeah, Nutella. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, had to roast you
Straight up
again.
break your foot.
Yes, you will with your peg leg. Yeah, you guys that don't know, he has a peg leg. His left leg is missing.
Peg leg boil.
From the knee down. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, my mom went to Costco that night, and literally that night she ran into my coach, who also decided to go to Costco that night, and that was it. It was.
I'll be your coach right now. How did he? What do you call her? Chris or Christine or
probably
Mrs. Renslow?
Then it was probably Miss Gavon.
Okay.
Although no, probably just Chris.
Chris. Okay.
Probably.
Hey, Chris. Zach get all them weeds pulled?
Okay, that's actually like exactly how it went. And my mom went, "What?"
No, you'd be your mom.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay, we'll start over. Hey. Oh, hey, Chris. Hey, Zach get all them weeds pulled?
What?
Zach had said he couldn't go to practice today because he had tons and tons of crabgrass to pull out of the ground.
I'm gonna need to call my son. I'm so sorry, Coach May, but
Oh.
he lied to you, and I am
Stopwatch.
okay if you get on him for that
Oh,
because he's in for it now.
I'm gonna run him into the ground. His kneecaps are gonna be ruined for the rest of his life.
You guys should hear my
They're gonna
kneecaps.
sound like Velcro forever.
Literally what happened. And so yeah, then my mom called me and said, "Hey, you better get your ass home now."
You can't say ass.
Sorry. So then I went home and got in trouble. Like, I got in trouble. I don't even remember what happened, really. I just remember, like, feeling horrible. I felt so bad because then they both knew I was lying. I lied to both people just to get Wendy's.
You're a horrible person.
You're right. Just for Wendy's. I promise, the grilled chicken go wrap, I'd do it again. I would have done it again.
You couldn't just go get one after practice?
No. Okay, truth be told, sometimes, on rare occasions, we would be sent to run this one direction to the GSR in Reno. Or not the GSR, the Nugget, which is a just big building that you can see from
It's
the
a
high school that we
casino?
trained at.
You got sent to run to a casino?
Well, we just run there and run back. And it
That's
was
the
like
most Reno thing I've
I know,
ever heard.
it's 'cause it
Yeah,
would
just
be-
run down there to the casino and come on back.
it was like 2.5 miles there, 2.5 miles back.
Okay.
Okay? We would run, and there was always a group of long distance runners, and we would go out, and they would go one way, and we'd say, "Hey, we're gonna go this way. There's a different way we go." And the two of us, Adam and I, sometimes, not every time, sometimes would go, turn, go over to the Dairy Queen around the corner, and order blizzards, and just sit there and eat our blizzard for like an hour, and be like, hour and a half. We'd be like, yeah, that'd be about 5 miles. All right.
Why did it take you so long to run 5 miles?
Because everyone else took so long. So we would go, all right, let's chill. And then we would just go back nice and slow. And then we'd get there and be like, just like, so what? Like pretending we're dying, and we
Just-
literally just ate a large blizzard.
The Snickers stuck to the side of your face.
Like, it was really sketchy sometimes, but we did it.
You never got caught?
Nope, not for that.
Wow.
So
you had
dumb.
no snitches on your team.
No. They didn't know. That's the thing, actually. Those other long distance runners had no idea.
You
We're like, we're going a
scoundrel.
different way.
Holy moly.
Mm-hmm.
So I did cross country my senior year. All I did was train like for a few months, but I tore my calf the first practice. Didn't know it. They told me it was just running pains because I was new to running.
Because that's what they say.
So I
Always.
was so stinking slow because my calf was just torn. And they had one day where we ran to it was like called the Rite Aid run because we had to go to Thrifty's ice cream at Rite Aid. And so it was like, I don't know, a distance there. And we got there and we were like, we just stopped to start eating. They said, "What are you doing?" "Start running." We had to run back while eating our ice cream. It wasn't a reward. It was more of like a torture.
Yeah, what? I would rather just not get the ice cream if I
know.
was running.
I was so mad. They were like, "What are you doing? Start running." And I was like, "For real?" I think I said that. I was like, "I'm eating ice cream."
It sounds like you just, for real? Like, so concerned.
I was like, "We just ran 2.5 miles to get this ice cream. I want to enjoy it."
That's horrible. I'd be mad.
It's not.
It's melting. You should, and if
It's
you're a
not
slow
enjoyable.
ice cream eater like me,
Yeah.
oh, I could never do that. I couldn't. I would spill everywhere.
Horrible.
Sticky hands while you're running?
Yeah.
Oh. No, thank you.
What if humans had alarms like cars do, but there was just no sound loud enough ever yet to set off our human alarm?
Like how you just literally just threw that in out of nowhere. So humans have an alarm system.
Yeah, so you know how there's like a
Right.
someone sets a firecracker off in the street, alarms. What if all of a sudden there was a sound loud enough, or just humans everywhere were running, going.
Yeah, something like
And they couldn't stop it because no one had the.
and everybody
little thing
is
to
just
stop
down the
them.
whole street that like something happened, right?
His neighbors come out of their suburban homes.
For like 2 hours.
Until it slowly dies out.
But
Wow,
there's still that
Bill,
one car
was
that's
crazy.
Wow, Bill, that was really a.
I'll tell you, Tanya, that was something else.
I couldn't get my words out.
My ears are bleeding.
Well, okay, how loud would the sound be that humans make? The alarm itself.
How loud would the person be?
Yeah.
I mean, roughly the loudness of a Mazda Tribute. A 2004 Mazda Tribute.
I didn't even know there was a Mazda Tribute.
It's a pretty cool car.
Is it?
No.
It sounds like a Toyota Camry.
It's basically, yeah. It's basically like a little Honda Civic.
Yeah, okay. Honda Civic,
That's
Toyota
mid-size.
Camry, but Mazda Tribute,
My
which
sister
sounds
had
even
one.
less like known, you know? That's like a Kia
Sorrento.
Sorrento. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of unknown but existing.
You see cars that
think-
are from like.
I think that's what
2000
Harrison has. Sorry, I realized
rip-
that.
rip
Sorry,
Harrison.
Harrison. I know you're gonna hear this.
Oh, but his is nice. It's new.
Yeah, it's like 18 or 19. I think it's 19.
You look at cars
That's
made
nice.
from like 2001 to 2006, and you think, who made this? Was everyone just so sad?
No, that's how I feel about the 90s.
Yeah, so like 90s to like 2006.
Agreed. Because
the
like
cars are just so sad.
they're horrible. Like,
Imagine the person sculpting it. You know how they like make it out of clay, or at least they show in the commercials that they make it with clay first. I imagine them just wearing like brown and just going.
they're like molding it.
My wife left me. The economic crisis.
2007. That's when cars started getting good again. They were like, we need to do something good.
We just got out of the Cold War. I got
Yeah.
the post-Cold War blues.
Yes, and then in 2006, the cars were still ugly. But then the recession happened and houses went. So then cars went because then they were
Guys walked in, they're like, "Hey guys, we're sick and tired of these ugly cars.
because our houses are no longer our houses.
We can't live there. We need cars that we can live in."
Yes. So then they started making nicer cars again, and now cars. I really like the look of like
Pretty
most
much every
modern
car
cars.
is so nice.
Yeah, they look really good, and it's cool to think like in 10 years what they're gonna look like.
Ugly.
I bet every car is gonna be ugly. Probably actually. You really think about it, it's gonna go back to ugly phase because everybody does that, and there's always weird angles and people change things, and it's like, oh, it's new, improved, but it's like ugly, gross.
Things always come back. That's why guys are dressing like they're a 1920s photographer now.
1920s photographer. I don't know what that would look
And
like.
they had like all their bulbs and they'd screw them in.
All right, smile.
Smile for the picture. I don't know why. They all sound like John Travolta.
Smile for the picture.
And then it's like, and the one bulb. So they were like, they have like little sweater vests and little glasses.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah, the hipster scene became the normal scene,
Yeah.
I think. In like
Normal scene.
normal scene. And now the hipsters are people that dress like casual,
Yeah.
you know? And cars. 1990. I hated the headlights.
Oh, when
They go zzz. It was like cool, and then like it wasn't. Like if a new car did that, like a modern looking car had some like there's like shields in front of the headlights that go zzz, that'd be cool. I'd be all for it. It would look so much cooler.
it said, Autobots roll out.
Turns into a motorcycle. Just rip off. That'd be cool.
And that motorcycle turned into a scooter. And it hits you in the angle.
And then just like literally an ice skate, a single ice skate.
Then it turns into a tech deck.
Check out my ollie, dude.
Three
Even though
cheeks look impossible.
I for sure can't. I can't skate at all. Like at all. Like
Really?
you should see me try to balance on a board. Pre-me me. Little pre-me me cannot balance on a board, and it's hilarious. I can't.
We'll film it and put it on our Instagram.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's out there now.
Anyway, the gauntlet has been thrown, tossed,
Is that a thing?
dropped. The gauntlet has been one of those. Thrown, dropped, tossed.
Thrown.
That's hard to say fast. Thrown, dropped, tossed.
Thrown, dropped, tossed. Thrown, dropped, tossed. Thrown. Thrown? I keep thinking thrown
Thrown.
like the word thrown, like a chair.
Every one of those words does not sound correct anymore.
Thrown, dropped, crossed. Trossed? Tossed? Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Thrown, dropped,
Tossed.
tossed. Wow.
Thrown, dropped, tossed.
There's a little challenge for you viewers at home. Say those three things as fast as you can.
We'll give you 5 seconds. Perfect.
Did you do it? Speaking of counting down silently from 5 seconds, one time at my high school.
Specific thing. You're like,
It's very
speaking of,
specific.
this happens
Very
all the time.
specific. A guy came and did a chapel at our school, and he goes, "All right." He was like super energetic. He's like, "All right, everyone, raise your hand up in the air and count down from 5 with me." So we're all like, "Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1." A child has just died of starvation. That's what he said to us.
I like how you whispered it to the mic too. The child just died of starvation.
And so all of us just,
Oh.
as a school, we collectively starved a child.
Oh my gosh.
We all felt so bad.
I feel like that.
I couldn't pay attention to anything else he said. I was so mad at him for doing that to us. A child has just died of starvation.
Dead. That's horrible. I'd be mad.
I was like,
I'd be sad.
I am only 13.
True.
I'm not ready to kill a person.
I'm just a child. I do not know.
I'm just your son. I'm just your son.
That's why I've been talking to Mosey lately. My dog Mosey. She's cute.
She's this big.
Yes. 2 pounds. Cute. But I talked to her lately. I've been doing this like this voice with her. It's kind of like the Chris D'Elia Tommy voice where he's like, or no, not Tommy, but his kid. Where he's like talking to Tommy. I forget. There's like a bit he does. But
Tommy? It's
yeah,
kind of like that.
yeah. Tommy. Or no, what the? I can't do it. Every time I say Tommy now, I go into instantly the New York like gangster. Tommy.
How about Nick Nolte saying Tommy? Tommy! In Warrior.
Warrior.
Tommy! No! Come hug your dear old dad, Tommy. Tommy, no!
Oh my god.
It's like Nick Nolte pretending to be Nick Nolte.
Yes. That's
Tommy! And he's all drunk. It's like, Tommy, no.
Tommy. Oh,
There
yeah.
it was. Tommy. And that's it. It's like Marge.
You have it. Yeah. Oh, I was talking like Marge's sisters the other day. I was like, Marge, why don't you come get the cigarettes from the truck? It's like so.
Jello with the pool.
Huh?
Bill Cosby.
Oh.
Are we allowed to talk about Bill Cosby in a positive light?
No.
Super sad. He shaped so many people's lives.
True. He
And then
shaped
all the-
so many people's lives, and then he was like also behind the scenes ruining someone's life.
Isn't that crazy?
Many people's lives. Like he tried to ruin more lives.
I wonder if
but
that's
he didn't
happening.
know.
That's for sure happening with people who are super famous right now.
Like to this day.
Yeah, we're
and
like,
we
oh, they're
have
such a role model, but they're just scumbags behind the scenes. Crazy.
Oh my gosh. Like who? Who's like the coolest, like best celebrity out there?
What would be the most shocking?
Hugh Jackman.
Don't even throw him in this pool.
Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds.
Paul Rudd.
Oh.
Imagine if Paul Rudd was
Paul.
just running a cartel ring. All of a sudden.
Yes.
He's just like digging tunnels.
That's
After all this
terrible.
time, the happiest man
Just digging tunnels.
just bringing cocaine over here.
little cocaine.
Country dancing with you. Shout out to Robert Ball for showing us that song.
It's a good song. Straight up. Who's it by? What's his name?
Couldn't tell you.
Me either.
I know it's called
Nice.
Cocaine Country Dancing.
It is so like I don't even know how to describe that song other than that it like grew on me the first time I heard it, but it did grow on me. it didn't just like, it wasn't like I listened to it, I wasn't like, oh, I love this. It was like I listened to it, and the first time I heard it, it grew on me, if that makes sense.
Like a fungus.
Like a fungus. Because then like I still listen to it all the time. But I don't even know it. You know, it feels like one of those songs I listened to for 20 years, and then finally I was like, man, this song is really good.
It's a slow burn. Casey Musgrave.
But it was instant.
Instant slow burn.
It was an instant slow burn somehow.
It's a fairly quick burn.
It's a fairly fast burn.
Look at this thing.
Okay.
Look what I got. It's Bob Ross keychain. He tells you 8 things that he says.
Let's get crazy. What the heck?
Yes.
Oh, I love him.
Let's get crazy.
What the heck?
Everybody needs a friend.
Everybody needs a friend.
Have to have dark in order to show light.
Wow.
Just like in life.
Oh my gosh.
Just like in life.
You have to have dark to have a little light.
He's so cool.
Just like in life.
Maybe there's a happy little tree that lives right here.
I love that line. I've heard all of these quotes. I've
Maybe
seen
there's a
enough
happy
of
little-
his show.
Happy little tree that lives right here.
Let's put a few little highlights in here just to make them little rascals just sparkle in the sun.
Let's just put a little highlight right here to make these little rascals shine in the sun.
Sparkle.
And let's make some nice little clouds that just float around and have fun all day.
And have little clouds that have fun all day. Wow. Well, my mom got me this.
That's incredible.
I'm gonna
Incredible.
sleep with it on my ear, so every time I roll over, I hit one of these little buttons, and it just whispers a sweet Bob Ross nothing into my ear.
A sweet Bob Ross.
That'd be horrifying. Roll over. Maybe there's a little happy little tree right here.
That's so scary.
Wasn't he in the military and like straight up just like killed tons of people?
I don't know what he did, but I do know he was a hardcore military man. And then he went, like, completely not insane. You know what I mean? He, like,
His
did the
painting.
reverse insane. He went
Squirrels are my
Calm.
friends.
calm. Have you seen his pet squirrels?
They're incredible.
When he, like, shows them on the show?
Yes.
Is it still on Netflix? I
hope
think it
so.
is. I think it is. I don't know. Either way, watch it if you haven't. It's so calming. He's a good man. So sad. Like,
We used to watch him when we were studying for finals
yeah.
because we were stressed out.
He
We were
was-
like, we have to be watching something because our brains need it. But
Yeah, it was really nice.
Bob Ross.
I mean, mainly when I would watch anything, though, I just wouldn't do my finals. That was kind of my reasoning.
Yeah, we said it was to help us study, but we would just our books would be on our laps and we're like, "Who's painting?
What books? I didn't buy any books.
Paint a tree."
I don't think I literally bought a book since... I bought a book freshman... I bought some books freshman year.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, I bought like 2 books. And then I never bought a book.
I
again.
either borrowed or did not do.
Same. Yeah, or I would like just fake it till you make it. And
But then we was like, hey, we can justify this. We're in acting school. We can fake this because that's part of our career goals.
well, some of it was like, I literally have no reason for some of these classes. Like there was no point in my head
Yeah.
to like do some of them.
And did we graduate?
Yes. And like, I mean, the thing was, I still was like learning in the classes. I just hated the actual book work in some of it. Like some of the books were so expensive.
It's stupid. And they're like, we're going to use this one page one time.
Yeah. And so you don't even use the book and then you have to return it. And it's like $260 to rent it. And so
You
it's
know
like,
what your overall GPA was?
it was, what did I graduate with? I think I got I think it was 3 point, either 1.4 or 2.4. Oh, that's pi. First one. It wasn't
Nice.
pi, probably.
What's your GPA? Pi.
Pi. Pi.
Are you sure?
Pi?
I think I had a 3.4
Nice.
and really didn't do anything.
So are you calling me an idiot?
No.
Okay, sure.
I ain't calling you a truther.
I ain't calling you a truther. Remember, your second to last semester was so easy. No,
My last semester.
no, your second to last semester was hard. Mine was easy. And his last semester was easy, and mine was horrible.
I had 3 classes, and one was Industry Insiders, where I didn't take a single note because there was nothing to take notes on, and nothing happened. So we didn't do anything.
Awesome.
And then I honestly do not remember what the other two classes were.
Wow.
Oh, they were both acting, and we didn't have to do anything. I basically just walked through the last semester.
That's so nice.
But
'cause
I did horrible semesters, like every semester before.
Yeah. And I had horrible semesters I don't know. It was kind of all over the place. Some of my semesters were like the hardest thing in the world, and then some of them were really easy, and it was no in between ever. But the one for my final semester like really, really sucked because of COVID happening. Because then when we went home, there was like, because we were in acting classes, all of our acting professors and stuff made it all like at home
Like 10
work.
times harder.
So it was harder because like instead of like, oh, you get to act this scene out and like film it and do that, it was like now you have to watch a movie, which is like awesome, right? Sounds great. And then you have to like respond to it and then respond to someone's response to the movie and then answer a bunch of questions about it. And then there was like every week there was like 8 just busy assignments. They weren't hard. They were just insanely like
Busy.
time consuming. And so my final semester, because I had 18 units, it was just like, it was so hard.
There was so we had Zoom Industry Insiders at like 9 in the morning. So during Industry Insiders, this is what I did every time. It was like 3 days a week, 2 days a week. I literally don't know or care. So I would log
That was
on,
3.
go mute, no video. So it just said my name, Ethan Big Poppy Boyle,
Oh yeah.
and
Big coffee.
and then I would be watching the movie that we had to watch that week and taking notes on it, and I would work out in my living room all at the same time to just triple task that. And then there was this one time our professor called my name and I was in the middle of push-ups.
Yes, I remember this. It
I
was
was
so
super
funny.
out of breath, and I don't remember what my response was, but I remember that he was like, "Oh, Ethan, what do you think about this?" And I was like, "Oh crap!" And I jump on there and I go, I just really, I think it's really," and I responded, and I just sounded so exasperated and like I was crying, and I had 3 or 4 people text me, "Hey, you all right?" So at the end of class, I had to go on there and say, "Just so you know, I was not crying. I was doing push-ups. I'm okay."
I remember that because I was also in the class,
And
but
you
I
texted
knew
me.
you were working out. No, I knew you were working out because I knew you worked out every time.
But you texted me. I think you just said, "Nice."
I'm sure I did text you, yes, but it was so funny. I was dying because then I started to shut off my video. There was definitely one class I did that was like one of the harder classes with it was what is it? Christian Heritage.
Snooze.
Holy heck. Okay, it's like so
It will cure your insomnia.
yes. Okay, yes. Your professor for sure. The professor for sure, like, is insanely smart. Like he's a genius.
And he looks
full on.
just like Howie Mandel, but older, so I used to call him Daddy Mandel.
Yes, and he literally like it's accurate. I didn't see him when he like explained that to me because he had him a semester before. So when he did explain that to me, I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I saw him as my professor. And I was like, "Dude, no way."
Daddy Mandel.
Daddy Mandel, for sure. Anyway, smartest man in the world. Like, straight up one of the smartest people I've ever seen. But his assignments,
Oh my
gosh, they were horrible. Like, he was one of the professors that, you better know what you're talking about, or you're just not going to pass. And so what I would do when it became online is I would mute myself and shut off my video and play Fortnite. And so I'd play
Genius.
Fortnite, and I'd play it, and then I would like have one headphone up, but I'd still have my headphones on for Fortnite, not for him. The headphones on for Fortnite, and I'd have like one off my ear and have them turned up kind of, and I'd be like just sitting there like playing or whatever, and it was so bad. And then his final assignments, instead of tests, which his tests were the hardest tests I've ever taken.
And he made a new one every time.
Yeah, he made
And
a
then
brand new test.
He
so
would
that-
stand up the front of the class and smell it and go, "It's a masterpiece."
Yes.
And we would just quake with fear.
Yes, it was so scary. And then what happened is because of COVID, he didn't have to deal with this, luckily. He turned them into 10-page essays, each test. And so those those essays, the first one, I somehow got a B on.
What?
I don't know how, because I really didn't listen. The second one, I listened even less, and I got a C on it. And I was like, what? I literally could not even tell you what I was talking about for 10 pages. It was actually one of those
Dang.
times where I straight up have no clue what I talked about.
I studied crazy hard for his first test, like the most I've ever studied. Got a C. Second test, forgot about it. Didn't study at all. Got the exact same grade. You know what I did the rest of the semester? Didn't study. You know what I did? I went on addictinggames.com on my laptop.
Classic.
Remember that?
Yes.
I went on that every class.
Did you ever go on Armor Games? There was another site that I definitely used to use when I was like
Coffee House
kid.
Games? You remember that one? Oh, that's gonna
just
ring some
Addicting
bells.
Games, I think, is
Addicting Games
our
was the
middle
one.
ground there. Because Addicting Games was, man, they had everything.
There's so many games.
So many fun games. And it's still around. That's so cool. I love Addicting Games.
There was do you remember so we have a thing, a 24-second rule game. So you ever played like What Are the Odds, where you'd be like, what are the odds you'd smash that glass on your head? And he'd be like,
Well, what a 10.
so I would count down from 3, 2, 1,
6.
6.
He just said sex.
So if we said the same number, he would have to do it. But we took it a step further, where it's, oh my gosh, where we just say,
I don't know why I thought that was my phone.
so we'd make a. Why did my brain stop?
I know what you're talking
My
about.
brain said, hold up, we gotta catch up.
You got it. It's all right. You just
Circle back.
rev. Here we go. You're good.
We're back. So we had this game where we just start counting down. No, I'd say, hey, Zach, go do this. And then he'd say, no. And I'd say, 24, 23. And then you have to do it.
Literally, that's it. There was literally no other rule. It's just you have to do it.
So there was this one time we were walking back in it was pretty late at night. And we were in like the middle of campus. And there's like a tree in the middle of campus. And I was like, hey, Zach, go pee on that tree. And he goes, no. And I said, 24, 23. And Zach's like, what? Really? Really? And I go, 22, 20. And he's like, oh, okay. And he goes and he like unzips his pants. I'm not watching. I could hear it. And he goes, I can't go. And then there were other people that started walking. And I was like, oh, you're fine. Don't let them see you. You're fine. Go. And that was exhilarating.
Yes, I remember running away. I couldn't pee. My body was terrified. Especially like that tree. I know that tree, man. It's like a part of my life, you know?
Can't pee on that tree.
Remember they had that all blocked off, didn't they? The last semester? Or was it
Yeah.
was it the last semester or like before that and then they had it done before we
I
left?
don't know. All I know is that we got there and they're like, yay, we're glad you're here. And then they said, what's your name again? We don't know who you are. Get out of here.
What's your name? Oh, let's take away all your parking.
Yeah, let's, hey, it's okay. We're going to keep selling these parking permits, but we're going to slowly, and then all of a sudden, take away 100 or more parking spots.
Yeah. I literally did a speech on this in my class, one of my least favorite classes I ever took, with Dr. Rosner. Sorry. Sorry to name call, but, or call out, I guess, but,
Name call name.
but he was a really, really hard professor. And like, okay, it was dumb because I know I gave good speeches. I did. I know I did.
You're not very good at talking.
Yeah, you're right. So I get up in front of the class. I make people laugh. I'm talking, and I would like even do the whole thing where like you're so boring when you give speeches, like how you're supposed to be for some reason. How you're just like, oh, here's my hand going this way as I point to a like tree on a board. You know?
That was the most boring. I almost cried. That was so boring just now. No lie. This eye just went.
Yeah, so I wrote a speech about how much we spend to go to Vanguard, and I calculated it out. And literally every 8 seconds, a penny from every single student goes to Vanguard. This includes nighttime, and this includes breaks. So 24/7, 365 days out of the year, every 8 seconds, a penny goes to Vanguard. So
Cha-ching.
we had a class of 25. So I said, in the middle of my speech, I had him stop, look at the clock, count to 8 seconds, and then I said, "Nice job. You guys just gave a quarter to the school that took away our parking."
Nice.
And that's how I ended my speech. And I got a D on it. That professor hated me. He hated that I like roasted the school because there were parts there. Obviously, every school has its garbage. Vanguard is not like it's not special in that sense. Like it still gives crap, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool.
I loved it.
I had a great time.
I loved
Good old
it.
grand old good time.
Good old grand old good.
Okay. It's a good old time. It's a grand old good grand time.
Good old grand time. Good good old
old
time.
It's a grand time.
That's his song.
That's sort of your thing. You started that.
You started it.
No.
No, you
I
did.
want you to have the credit.
You literally started that because
genius joke.
I definitely said like that's a grand old time, and then you'd be like that's a good old time, that's a good grand old time. Like that was you doing the song to it.
In my head,
In my head.
that is the exact same story, but completely reversed. We may never know.
I actually now I don't know because
We are the same person.
same purse. We're the same
Okay,
person.
so when I was talking about my eye welling up, so I'm 23, I think. You're 22, right?
Yeah.
Would you say you know, like, most things about your own body?
Yeah.
Like, you feel like by this point,
Yeah.
nothing shocks you.
Yeah. Not about myself. No.
Okay, last week, Gabrielle, Megan, and Allie were here.
Mhm.
And they just drop, "Oh, yeah, you know that little hole on your eye where your tears come from?" And I said, "What?" And they said, "Yeah, go look in the mirror. There's a little hole right on the edge of your eyelid."
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about.
And then I can't even I went and looked and I couldn't find it. And Gabrielle goes, "No, look, right here." And there is an effing little tiny pinprick hole right there. And I'm still,
Yeah.
after 23 years, I didn't know that's where, I thought tears just kind of just like welled up from behind your eyes. Like it just
Oh,
kind of,
really?
I didn't know there was an little hole. Oh my God. And then they start saying stories. They're like, "Yeah, when I was little, I used to like try to make myself cry so I could watch it." They knew about it when they were little?
Okay, I don't know
How did I go 23 years with never ever hearing a single person ever say, "Oh yeah, little tiny hole on your eyes"?
And how have you never seen it? Because it's
How have
literally
I
right
never
here.
seen it?
Yeah, okay. I did actually. The only reason I know about that is like I don't know the specific memory or anything, but I remember somebody telling me that it's right there, and I like was like freaked out, and it was like probably 3 years ago, and like it's crazy. You're like, it's like you can actually see where your eyelid like if you look at the curve of your eyelid, you can see like there's the hump, and the hump is where it is.
Do the Humpty Hump.
But you know what I'm talking about? You can
Yes.
see like where.
I can't
Yeah.
even begin. What a shock. At 23 years of age.
What a shock!
Does anyone know of any other holes in my body that I didn't know about? Leave it in the comments.
Please don't. I don't want to read those.
I do. Did you know there was a hole in the small of your back?
This is where your poopy comes from. In your back.
Have you
Yeah.
seen that episode of Family Guy where they did a cutaway? They're like, "Oh, that's like our Uncle Ray with the way high up anus," and he's laying on the toilet, but like open his
yes,
shoulders.
yes.
And he's like, "I'll be out in a minute."
Yes, I
think
love
of-
their cutaways.
I think about that a lot.
That's a really smart like concept to make like quick humor, cutaway humor.
It's jam dips.
Jam dips.
Jam dips.
It's pretty smart, and it's like really funny. And Seth MacFarlane is a really smart dude.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast he was on. My man's like actually just like
Beyond.
he's the Elon Musk of like the entertainment comedy realm. Just where he's like, "Yeah, I know exactly when I'm from Mars, and then
I'm from Mars.
I just shot a Tesla up there, so go back home."
Have you seen the other video? Okay, so I told you Wait, did I tell you about the one where he's like, I think you showed me. Maybe. I don't know. But there's a video
Then I might know about it, but I might not.
of him, like, crying in an interview, right?
Yes.
And he's, like, literally, he's so upset about, like, commercial space flight and how he can't, like, there's, like, his heroes that he, like, grew up, like, literally looked at them as his heroes, like, all these astronauts
That's
and
why
stuff.
he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah, and they don't support his whole, like, idea of, like, commercial flight and what he's doing and how it's like a privatized company that like runs everything.
Yeah.
I only know that because my brother and I talked about like what commercial space flight was. Apparently, it's both flying people privately to space, like actual just civilian people can pay to go to space, and also that a private company, not a government-owned company, is going to space. Like,
Is
which
going to space.
Is going to space. So he's obviously a private company, Tesla,
Right.
so and SpaceX and all that.
So it's commercial.
So it's commercial. So anyway, they don't support it for some reason, and I don't know why, but he's literally crying in this interview, and it's like so sad. Like he like tears up, and he's like, yeah.
It's probably the first time he's ever cried.
Yeah, it like shattered him, and it's crazy to see someone with that much passion for space.
It's the final frontier.
Have you seen when they like? I watched a video the other day too of him landing a rocket that like
blew
left
up.
the atmosphere and came back and lands and blew
up.
No, but it landed.
There was one like a couple days ago that blew up.
Oh really?
No one was on it.
Well, yeah, it was just like a test flight, whatever. But it like flies up and it's like it just lands, and that was a first to have it like come back and land
Yeah.
normal.
I saw the one before that when they were trying to get that
To happen.
And it's from like a crowd of people way far away. And they're like, oh, because it comes back and they're like, yeah, and it lands. And they're all like, oh.
It just blows up.
Yeah, it just blew up.
I just remember I just saw him when they like succeeded, and there's like two that land next to each other, and he's just pointing at it, just like he's like so excited. Good old Elon. I like the dude. I think he's crazy smart. He's so cool.
Yeah, what an incredible man.
Yeah, he's very, very.
We'll
very
have him on the
smart.
podcast. Elon Musk will be our first guest.
Okay, 100% that's happening. Elon, my palms are sweaty.
Knees are
Elon,
heavy.
vomit on the sweater already.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have Elon.
Elon Musk will be our first guest.
Yeah.
So sorry about it. You get us two for a while.
Yeah, for now. But I promise you, Elon will be here one day. He's a cool guy.
I just want to hang out. I want to go bowling with Elon Musk.
Maybe we could do that.
That'd be fun. Go to Bolero?
Well, I'm gonna meet Elon. I don't care how or when. It's gonna happen. We're going to, and it's gonna be. He'll talk.
Yeah. He'll talk.
Except like he'll talk. It'll just be weird because like we're not like we'll just be like so, and he's just gonna be like and so when you go to
So what I'm trying to do with this technology is put it in neurons in your brain, and then you can paralyze people will no longer be paralyzed.
yeah.
And we're like, so what do you ever bowl a turkey? It's 3 strikes in a row, Elon. Did you know that?
Yeah, I won't know what to say to the man, but I would love to speak with him about his like just the fact that he's so passionate about something.
I feel like it might happen by the time I'm able to grow a beard. That'd be cool. I want to have a beard when I talk to Elon Musk.
I want to be clean shaven.
Oh, the switch.
Maybe that can happen.
You can't shave.
No.
You have iron beard.
Just literally breaks the razor. Oh, I need a new one.
Oh my gosh. We're nearing an hour.
We are nearing an hour.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Bill Nye the Science Guy's non-existent college degree in science. He got it in something else, but people think he's a genius.
Bill,
Nye.
the
Science.
guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Wait, so really? Did he not?
I'm pretty sure he got his degree in liberal studies. Yeah, not science. He got a BA in liberal studies, and then that's it.
Oh my gosh.
As
Okay.
far as I know.
Okay, I'm gonna look
dumb.
that up later, and
But-
we might have to talk about it again because I want to.
No
I want to know
science
that.
degree.
What?
Liberal studies. He could have been a 6th grade teacher.
Well, I mean, I guess that works. Yeah, that's still smart enough. Because I mean, that's what he taught basically.
He basically just taught 6th grade.
And 5th grade, and 4th grade, and 3rd grade, and 2nd grade, and 1st grade. I watched so much Bill Nye.
I love Bill Nye.
Yeah.
As soon as that teacher flipped off the lights and you heard,
Like they'd flip off the lights and they'd roll the card in.
yes.
And it just comes out with a little TV on it. And you're just
Yes.
like, and you like plug it into the plug behind it. That's a
Science
big,
rules.
fat square TV that like weighs 400 pounds.
When you put your hand next to it, it like shocks you. Like it feels fuzzy.
Yeah,
Why
I
is
feel like
this
you're going
TV
to
soft?
space. True. It's soft before you touch
TVs
it.
don't do that now. What's the difference?
A lot, I'm
I
sure.
don't know technology.
I got my degree in theater.
We're good at life.
So,
Thanks for joining us.
I don't think we ever said the name of the podcast this time. So, Nothing Is Anything, by the way. That's what you're listening to. and
Spread the
watching.
word. We like doing this, so let's keep it going.
Yeah. Please, check us out more. I don't know. Comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah. No one has commented on our YouTube thing yet.
Do it. Literally leave a comment that makes me laugh.
Yeah, make us laugh on there and give us suggestions of what you'd like us to talk about.
Yeah.
Or things that you say, please never ever speak of this again. We hate
Okay.
it.
Yeah, because we want to know notes and stuff, too. We're cool with that.
We got our degree in theater. We need criticism.
Please help us.
Tell us we're brilliant. You just farted.
No, that was my stomach. I just went.
What was that? Did
I
you
think
just
my
make
air-
a sound out of the small hole in the small of your back?
It literally, there was an air bubble here, and it went
Out your back.
somewhere. It went somewhere. I don't know. It didn't leave me, though.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Zach.
We're Ethan and Zach.
If this is it.
Toodaloo.